యాదవ ఆత్మీయ బంధువులందరికీ కూడా నా నమస్సుమాంజలులు. నేను ఆల్రెడీ మొదట్లోనే పరిచయం చేసుకున్నాను, ఆ తర్వాత ఎక్కువ మంది వచ్చారు కాబట్టి మరొకసారి నా పరిచయం చేసుకుంటున్నాను. నా పేరు కుమార్ యాదవ్, యాదవ్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ సొసైటీ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ స్టేట్ అడిషనల్ జనరల్ సెక్రటరీగా ఉంటున్నాను. అలాగే బీసీ ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఫెడరేషన్ ఏపీ స్టేట్ వర్కింగ్ ప్రెసిడెంట్గాను పనిచేస్తున్నాను. అలాగే టీచర్స్ ఫెడరేషన్ అన్నమయ్య జిల్లా అధ్యక్షులుగాను పనిచేస్తున్నాను. నేను వృత్తిరీత్యా గవర్నమెంట్ ప్రైమరీ స్కూల్ హెడ్ మాస్టర్ని. నా సర్వీస్ ఇప్పటికి 27వ సంవత్సరం. ఈ 27 సంవత్సరాలలో యాదవ ఎంప్లాయీస్ సొసైటీ ఏర్పాటు కాకముందే, అంటే సంఘ ఏర్పాటు కాకముందు నుంచి కూడా 20 సంవత్సరాలుగా యాదవ ఐక్యత కోసం, యాదవ చైతన్యం కోసం, బీసీల అవగాహన కోసం నేను నిరంతరం ఏపీ స్టేట్లోని దాదాపు 13 ఉమ్మడి జిల్లాలను కూడా ఎక్కువగా నేను తిరిగి ఈ చైతన్య కార్యక్రమాలు చేపట్టాను. అందులో ముఖ్యంగా మన యాదవ్ చైతన్య కార్యక్రమాలని ఉమ్మడి చిత్తూరు జిల్లాలో అయితే ఇప్పటికీ 76 సమావేశాలను ఇప్పటి వరకు నేను నిర్వహించడం జరిగింది. ఎందుకు ఎంప్లాయీస్ను మాత్రమే తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది అంటే, మంచి చైతన్యం గల, సామాజిక స్పృహ గల, రాజకీయ చైతన్యం గల, అన్నింటా అవగాహన కలిగినటువంటి ఈ యాదవ ఉద్యోగుల్లో ఒక పరిణితి చెందినటువంటి వాళ్ళల్లో మొదట మార్పు అనేది వస్తే, ఈ కొద్ది మందిలో మార్పు వస్తే, ఆ మార్పు అనేది ఒక్కొక్కరు ఒక సైనికుల్లాగా, ఒక్కొక్కరు 100 మందిని ప్రభావితం చేయగలిగితే దాదాపు కొన్ని లక్షల మంది యాదవ సైన్యం అనేది ఏర్పాటు అవుతుంది. యాదవుల్లో అవగాహన అనేది బాగా పెంపొందుతుంది అనే ఉద్దేశంతో ఈ విద్యావంతులైన, ఆర్థిక స్తోమత కలిగినటువంటి, సామాజిక స్పృహ కలిగినటువంటి ఎంప్లాయీస్లోనే సరైన మార్పు మనం సూచించకపోతే, క్షేత్రస్థాయిలో ఎలాంటి అవగాహన లేనటువంటి, వృత్తిరీత్యా ఆ పల్లెలకే, వాళ్ళ వృత్తికే పరిమితమైపోయినటువంటి వాళ్ళల్లో ఎలాంటి మార్పు వస్తుంది? రాదు అనే వాస్తవాన్ని గ్రహించి, మొదట విద్యావంతుల్లో చైతన్యం వస్తే, ఆ విద్యావంతులే ఒక్కొక్కరి కొన్ని వందల మందిని ప్రభావితం చేయగలిగితే, యావత్ భారతదేశంలో కాశ్మీర్ నుండి కన్యాకుమారి వరకు ప్రతి పల్లెలోన, ప్రతి గ్రామ పంచాయతీలోన గొల్లలు లేదా యాదవులు లేనటువంటి గ్రామ పంచాయతీ అంటూ ఉండనే ఉండదు. ఏ కులం కానీ, ఏ జాతి కానీ, ఏ వర్గం కానీ, ఇలా యావత్ భారతదేశం అంతా పూర్తిగా విస్తరించినటువంటిది ఎక్కడా కూడా లేదు. ఈరోజు పరిపాలన చేస్తున్నటువంటి కొన్ని కులాలు ఎక్కడో ఒక ప్రాంతానికే పరిమితం. కానీ ఈ యాదవ జాతి మాత్రం పూర్తిగా ఎంతో సుదూర ప్రాంతాల నుంచి మీ వాల్యుబుల్ సమయాన్ని వెచ్చించి, ఎన్నో ఆశలతో మన ఆత్మీయులందరూ కూడా ఓ చోట కలుస్తాం. మన మధ్య ఆత్మీయ సత్సంబంధాలు మెరుగుపరుతాయి. మనం ఏ కాంక్షతో అయితే, ఏ లక్ష్యంతో అయితే ఈరోజు సమావేశాన్ని ఏర్పాటు చేసుకున్నామో, ఈ సమావేశం లక్ష్యం లేదా ఉద్దేశం నెరవేర్చుకునేదానికి వచ్చాం. కాబట్టి దయచేసి కాసేపు మనందరము సైలెంట్గా ఉంటే, ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేటటువంటి ప్రతి ఒక్కరి మాటలు చాలా విలువైనవిగానే ఉంటాయి. దయచేసి ఇక్కడ తీసుకునేటటువంటి ఈ సమయం కూడా మేము కూడా ఎలాంటి డిస్టర్బ్ లేకుండా ఉంటే ఒక 5 నిమిషాలు అంతే. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ ప్రసంగాల కోసమో ఏదో సమావేశం కోసం ఈరోజు ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేపట్టట్లేదు. ముఖ్యంగా ఉద్యోగార్థులు వివిధ క్వాలిఫికేషన్లని ఎంతో కష్టపడి సాధించి, విద్య రంగంలో మంచి అర్హతను సాధించి, ఉద్యోగం ఉపాధి లేకుండా వాటి కోసం ఎదురుచూపులు చూస్తున్నటువంటి మన యాదవ యువతకు సరైన మార్గ నిర్దేశనం చేయడం కోసమే, ఆ ఏకైక లక్ష్యంతోనే ఈరోజు ఈ సమావేశాన్ని మన ఉన్నత భావంతో వీళ్ళు ఏర్పాటు చేశారు, అందరము కలిసి. కాబట్టి ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ కూడా సద్వినియోగం చేసుకుందాం, దిగ్విజయం చేద్దాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఇప్పుడు ఈ యాదవ్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ సొసైటీ అనేదాన్ని మనం ఏర్పాటు చేసుకున్నాం. ఎస్, ఎస్ అనే పేరు ఈ మధ్య అయితే అందరూ బాగా మారుమ్రోగుతోంది. ఈ యాదవ్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ సొసైటీని ఎందుకు ఏర్పాటు చేస్తామంటే, మన యాదవ్ ఉద్యోగులందరినీ కూడా నలుదిశల్లో ఉండేటటువంటి ప్రతి ఒక్కరిని కూడా ఒక వేదికగా తీసుకొచ్చి మన యొక్క కార్యాచరణను అమలు చేస్తే ప్రతి ఒక్కరిలోనూ చైతన్యం వస్తుందని ఈ ఏర్పాటు చేయడం జరిగింది. ఒక్క విషయం బాగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, మనలో ఐక్యత లేదా వృత్తి ఉద్యోగాలలో మెరుగు లేదా అలాంటివన్నీ మనం సాధించాలంటే తొలిమెట్టు నంబర్ 1 ఖచ్చితంగా మన మధ్య సత్సంబంధాలు అనేటివి, పరిచయ సంబంధాలు అనేటివి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎందుకంటే పక్క ఊళ్ళోళ్ళే ఉన్నారు, స్టూడెంట్లుగా మంచి మంచి క్వాలిఫికేషన్ సాధించినారు. ఓ చోట చేరితే ఆ వాళ్ళు ఎవరో వీళ్ళకి తెలియదు, వీళ్ళు ఎవరో వాళ్ళకి తెలియదు. అంటే గతంలో ఒక దశాబ్దం 2 దశాబ్దాలకు పూర్వము మన అమ్మా నాన్నల గురించి ఒక్కసారి ఆలోచించండి. వాళ్ళు చిన్నమ్మ, ఆ ఊర్లో మన పెద్దమ్మ, వాళ్ళ అక్కలు, వీళ్ళు మేనమామ గారు, వీళ్ళు మేనత్త గారు అని చెప్పేసి ఎన్ని సంబంధాలు మనకు చెప్తూ ప్రతి పండక్కి వాళ్ళను రప్పిస్తూ వీళ్ళు మనల్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి వాళ్ళకు చూపిస్తూ మన సత్సంబంధాలు ఏ విధంగా ఉన్నాయో, ఈరోజు గ్లోబలైజేషన్ పెరిగిపోయి ఉద్యోగం అనేది, చదువు అనేది మనకు దగ్గర కాకుండా దూరం, చదువు దగ్గర కావచ్చునే కానీ సంబంధాలు బాగా దూరం అయిపోయాయి. ప్రతి పిల్లవాడిని కూడా నేను ఏదో పెద్ద కాలేజీలో చదివించాలా, దూర ప్రాంతంలో ఉండే చదివించాలా, లేదంటే దేశాలు దాటి అమెరికాలో చదివించాలా అనే ఆ కోరిక అయితే చాలా మంచిదే, ఎవరు కాదనట్లేదు. ఆ ముసుగులో మన సత్సంబంధాలు, మన బాంధవ్యాలు, మన చుట్టరికాలు, మన బంధాలు పూర్తిగా మాయమైపోతున్నదనే మాత్రం చాలా బాధాకరమైనటువంటి విషయం. ఇలాంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో మేము ఎస్ ఏర్పాటు చేసి 13 ఉమ్మడి జిల్లాలలో చాలా మీటింగులు పెట్టాం. వీటిల్లో తర్వాత చాలాసార్లు నేనైతే ఆలోచించాను, బెంగళూరు, హైదరాబాదు, తమిళనాడులో సాఫ్ట్వేర్, ఐటీ లేదా నాన్ ఐటీ చదువుకున్నటువంటి విద్యావంతులు మన పల్లెల్లో నుంచి, క్షేత్రస్థాయిలో నుంచి పెద్ద పెద్ద సిటీల్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయేసి ఇటు బంధువర్గంతో కానీ అటు ఆ సొంత ఊళ్ళతో కానీ సంబంధం లేకుండా చదువు, క్వాలిఫికేషన్ అనే పేరుతో చాలా దూరం అయిపోతున్నారు. వీళ్ళ మధ్య సత్సంబంధాలు అనేటివి కన్నా మనము పెంచకపోతే ఈ చదువు, ఉద్యోగం, ధనం, ఆస్తి, అంతస్తులు అన్నీ కూడా ఏకాంతంగా అనుభవించాలి తప్ప పక్కనోళ్ళతో పంచుకుని సంతృప్తి పొందేటటువంటి అవకాశమే ఎక్కడా లేకుండా పోతుందని చెప్పేసి భావించి మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా 3 years బ్యాక్ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి మొత్తం 4-5 ప్రాంతాలను తిరిగి మన బంధువర్గం ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ ఐటీ వాళ్ళందరినీ ఒకరికొకరిని మాట్లాడి అందరినీ కలుపుకుంటూ ఈరోజు ఇది 7వ సమావేశం చెప్పుకోవడానికి నాకు చాలా గర్వంగా ఉంది. బెంగళూరు సిటీలో వివిధ తెలుగు ప్రాంతాల నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి ఉద్యోగులందరితో కూడా కలిపి ఇప్పటికి వాళ్ళ మధ్య సత్సంబంధాలు పెంచాలి. సత్సంబంధం ఒక్కటే కాదు, ఆ సత్సంబంధాలతో వాళ్ళు ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడికి వస్తే ఒక్కొక్కరు పరిచయం చేసుకుంటా ఉంటే నిజంగా ఎంత ఆనందం కలుగుతుందో తెలుసా. ఒక్కొక్క కంపెనీలలో ఎంతో మేటి స్థాయిలో, ఉన్నత స్థాయిలోనే ఉన్నారు, చాలా కింది స్థాయిలోనే ఉన్నారు. ఈ మేటి స్థాయిలోకి వెళ్ళినటువంటి వాళ్ళు పే బ్యాక్ ద సొసైటీ, తప్పనిసరిగా మీరు ఎంత ఎత్తుకి ఎదిగారో ఆ ఎత్తు నుంచి తన కింద ఉన్నటువంటి మన వాళ్ళకి మీరు కాస్తంత హెల్ప్ చేసి వాళ్ళను కూడా ఆ స్థాయికి తీసుకెళ్ళడానికి ఇలాంటి వేదికలను మీరు తప్పకుండా మీరు సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలా. ఎందుకంటే నేను బాగుపడినాను, నేను ఎదిగాను కాదు, నా తర్వాత నా కింది స్థాయిలో ఉన్నటువంటి నా యాదవ జాతి వాళ్ళని ఎంతమందికి నేను హెల్ప్ చేసి వాళ్ళని కూడా ఆ స్థాయికి తీసుకొచ్చాను అనేది ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ మనము క్వశ్చన్ చేసుకోవాలా. అది లేకుండా నేను మాత్రమే డబ్బులు సంపాదించాను, నేను మాత్రమే హోదా సంపాదించాను అనుకుంటే మాత్రం అది మన పూర్తిగా స్వార్థమే అవుతుంది. దయచేసి ఆత్మీయులారా, 1 minute నేను ముగిస్తాను. బాగా ఇప్పుడు రాజకీయ విధానాలు, పరిస్థితులను బాగా గుర్తించండి. రాజకీయ విధానాలు, పరిస్థితులు ఎవరైతే అధికారం చేపట్టారో వాళ్ళు అంతింతకు రోజు రోజుకి ఎంతెంతగా ఎదిగిపోతున్నారో ఒక్కసారి ఆలోచించండి. మనం ఎందుకు కమ్యూనిటీ పరంగా అత్యధిక జనం ఉంటే కూడాను మనం ఎందుకు ఇంకా నిర్వీర్యమైనటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లోనే ఉన్నాము, సత్సంబంధాలు లేని పరిస్థితుల్లో ఉన్నామో కూడా ఒకసారి మనం విద్యావంతులైనటువంటి మనందరము కూడా బాగా గ్రహించాలి. దయచేసి ఆత్మీయులారా, ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ కూడా సత్సంబంధాలను నెలకొల్పుకోండి, ఒకరి విషయాలు షేర్ చేసుకోండి. ఈరోజు మీరు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు మీ యొక్క అవకాశాలకు సంబంధించినటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ నిపుణులు ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడతారు. ఈ నిపుణుల యొక్క సూచనలు, సలహాలు తీసుకోండి. మీ యొక్క సమస్యలను ఇక్కడ చెప్పండి. పూర్తిగా చర్చా కార్యక్రమం మాదిరిగా మీ అందరికీ ప్రయోజనం కలిగే విధంగానే ఈ సభ ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి మీరు ఈ 2 గంటల సేపు స్ఫూర్తిగా సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోగలరని తెలియజేస్తూ కాంక్షిస్తూ ధన్యవాదాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
So why people are come here is the important today. So many juniors who are looking for job, who are coming out just from college, so they don't know what to do. So many people are telling so many ways to go to the job and training, so many things. The thing is actually exactly what to do next after college, the important, because of so many ways is there, so many courses is there, so many ways is so many courses, so many jobs is there. But the thing is everybody want to become a software engineer. Everybody, in every home, yes, my son, my daughter is a software engineer, they want to say. But before that, what to do? If you do something, how you will become a software engineer, what to do, which course, what technology is the important. So the our professionals who are working and who has having so much of experience, people, they are going to give a good guidance. Take this opportunity, use it. Thank you. Now Mr. Hitesh is going to continue the thing.
So hereafter we will be having all the hereafter we will be having all the technical discussions. So let me complete it very fast. So we have a WhatsApp group. It is called as YADAV Tech Hub, and then we also have a group called as YADAV Employment Society. So through this group, we are helping actually for the employments. We are gathering people for the job referrals, and then we are also helping for mock interviews. So it is not that what we speak on the stage, it is more important. So off dais, right? So after lunch, please do stay. Please do take time. Please do collaborate with others, and then know where they are working. And then if you have bought your resumes, please do show it to other experienced professionals. They'll be actually not collecting the resumes probably, but they'll get to know at least what skills you have. So to just showcase, please show the resumes to all the experienced professionals whom you are interested in your domain actually. So also, if anyone hasn't filled the forms yet, please do fill the forms. We'll be reaching out to everyone after this event just to fill the forms and add it to our WhatsApp groups. Yeah, thank you so much, team.
Hi everyone, myself Pratima Ullipala YADAV. I am having 3 years of experience in testing. Coming to the topic of common challenges nowadays facing the freshers for getting a job. So many people are getting the lack of experience in which domain they need to gain the skills, in which domain they need to search for jobs. We are having some portals we need to search in Naukri portal, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Indeed, Fishbowl, etc. So many portals we are having. In such way, we are having some logic sentence as well to search the jobs. For coming to LinkedIn profile, we will search the social networking persons by connecting with them with experienced people. We can get the openings in their companies. If we need to search a job in LinkedIn, we will use the job description. We are currently I am searching for test engineer. We will put test engineer plus now how many years we are having. We will add that and we will search. Then we can get the relevant jobs openings in the companies. And coming to interview anxiety, while attending the interview, we are having some nervous and anxiety. Before going to interview, we can try multiple mock interviews to help. It will be for selecting the for next round. And coming to networking, we need to increase our limited networking to connecting with tech professionals in so many platforms we are having. I told it, LinkedIn, Insta, we are having some platforms. We can use that platforms to increase our professionals, and we get the data whatever we need. We are searching for jobs, no? We will get them from that. Thanking you. Over to.
Hi everyone, myself Jnana Prakash. I am from Chittoor, Andhra Pradesh. I am working with teachers from last 3 years. I am the part of that YADAV Tech Hub group. We are here. I used to post many job opportunities. Getting an opportunity is easy, but we need to make use of it. For that purpose, there are many resources like for fresher assessment test. There are resources like EliteMus, AMCAT, HackerRank. Here, EliteMus, if you clear this, sorry. If we clear this HackerRank, AMCAT and EliteMus test, we can easily place top MNCs like Microsoft, Google. many things. If you think like, as a fresher, we can't able to crack the interviews in these top MNC companies. If you are builded with a good resume, taking proper guidance, actually in future we can crea- create some um, meetings for this resume building, career guidance. Some Hiteshana will take care of some.
Yeah, we are planning webinars. Okay, I mean probably monthly once or monthly twice. We'll have webinars over the. I mean every time we will not be able to connect face to face, right? We can have virtual events, more virtual events planned to guide you. There you can discuss whatever challenges you're facing, lot of challenges you might face when you're searching for job. We'll be providing the opportunities, and next slide will be more useful. Stay connected. You'll get more useful content.
Here, this fresher hiring experience, we have campus placements. It will be happening in our campus. Nowadays, there is no campus placement much. In off-campus interviews, like we are posting many requirements in the group as well. If you are looking for any referral purpose, we have master data. Many of them are filled form, I think so. We make use of it. And coming to this impactful emailing techniques, if you are sending an email for some to HR, we need to make it in a proper way. The subject must be clear for what purpose you are sending the mail, and for professional tone in the sense you need to send it in a polite way. We need to call, for example, if you are sending a mail to Srikant, dear Srikant, this is the purpose I'm mailing you. Make We need to simply, if you send a mail, it's not a useful thing. We need to check on daily basis, make a
We
habit
need to
of.
follow basically.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not just see the important thing is nowadays in this competitive world, it's not just attending the interview. Following up also is very important, and the approaching for the opportunity also. If you professionally approach, definitely you will get response. Yeah, that's the thing.
Daily make an habit of updating Naukri profiles, LinkedIn profiles, and checking mails. Don't miss any kind of opportunity. Make it of it. Thank you.
So, I mean, in this competitive world, if you are really talented, definitely you are going to get the jobs. It's not that there are limited opportunities. You should be positive. I mean, uh, your approach should be positive. You should never think negative. And the thing is, especially freshers, they will be motivated. I mean, they'll get misguided. So, like someone say, learn any tools like Power BI or any tools, right? Basically, for freshers, learning any specific tools like Power BI or in DevOps or any ETL tools will not help you. Okay, so few institutes maybe for commercial purpose they'll say freshers you learn this a tool or technology, it will help you. But freshers, what you should focus on is if you have to get the job, you should focus on the core skills like programming skills. I mean, if you have to get trained, say Python, Java, JavaScript, or C++, C Sharp, SQL, these kind of core skills. Because in fresher interviews, um, I mean, you have not worked on any project as such or in real world, IT. You have not done any job or you don't have any experience, right? What they will be expecting is you should be strong in core skills, and then communication is very important for freshers, and confidence. The way, sorry, so the way you show your confidence and how you express your knowledge or whatever skills that you have, right? That really matters. Okay, so here, um, as I'm saying, like you should not focus on any tools. Focus on the core skills. Out of these core skills, you can master one or two skills. Okay, and you can try building your own projects. You nowadays, even if opportunities are limited, if you are really prepared, for sure you are going to get opportunities. Uh, it's not just that you are having talent; you have to showcase that. Okay, it is like we have to sell ourselves. Got it? So you focus on mastering one or two core skills, build your project, build your, I mean, Even if you have to showcase your projects and what you have done on your own, right? That also you can put in GitHub, and in your CV also you can showcase them. Actually, I'm going to show those things as well in the next couple of slides. And even cloud computing also has got good scope. So cyber security. See, since you are a fresher, they won't be expecting expert knowledge from you, or like some expert level of things. Okay, even if you are strong in the basic things, core skills, that is more than enough. And whatever you know, you should be able to express that. Okay. So as I said, soft skills matter more than technical skills, especially for freshers, because they may not have real experience. The thing is, uh, if you're good with soft skills and your like behavior, or what you say, like the commitment that you show, or that willingness to learn new things is what they look for in freshers. You got it? So as a soft skills matters much. You should be able to clearly communicate your verbal communication, written communication, as when you are sending emails. Nowadays, you have a lot of, another thing is for learning, we are going to share a set of learning resources which we have already identified. I mean, the best resources for these core skills as well. We'll put it in a drive and share with all of you. So you can go through them. Apart from that, nowadays in this digital world, Internet of Things, right? If you are really willing to learn, you'll get a lot of resources free of cost as well. Out of them, we should choose the right resources. Okay, so that's the thing. And for communication, you can practice communicating. And there are few standard things. Like suppose if you attend an interview, few things like self-introduction, for sure it will be there. Those things you should, there itself you should grab the attention of the panel. Okay, that is in our hands. What we are going to express, that really matters. The first impression, right? That really matters. So you have to, uh, that is in our hands. We can prepare the self introduction part before itself, what we wanted to tell, and you should practice that. Directly not going to interview, and there you, if you forget things, or you might face, first time you'll have some stage fear. Even when I started, giving seminars in college and all, I used to shiver. Okay, even now I see like our few people also are shivering. Okay, that you will overcome when you practice. And like you should be, let's say, you should try to practice yourself, and you should avoid that fear, stage fear. And even in interviews, be calm. But those things also are added. Let me show you. And for learning communication or English, right? You can read. You have apps available nowadays. There are resources available. Even we'll be sharing recommended resources for you to practice communication. So the general English, the grammar, what you speak, you can use apps like Grammarly, and you can read articles, okay, like newspapers and books. Even if you watch movies, if you watch English movies, with subtitles, that also will help you for improving your communication. Actually, I did not introduce myself in the beginning. I'm working as a technical manager in ATAS on cloud side, and provide set of trainings as well. So I observe where the people will be lagging is majority of them. Even I have observed two things. People who are strong in technical, they will be weak in communication. Who are good in communication, they will be weak in technical. And one thing is, if you're good in technical, even if you are a bit average in communication, you can manage. That is not at all an issue. And if you are really talented in IT field and even in private sector, not like government sectors, there is no limit. Let's say yearly you'll get this much hike or something like that. Now in India, no, like private sector, if you are really talented, especially IT field, you can reach heights in package. Even in India, there are people who are getting 70 lakhs, 80 lakhs. Got it? And as Purnimaka also was saying, even if you are from poor background or middle class background, like this thing, especially this like the job and the employment, what you do, right, that really matters. Okay, So if you can get the right job and skills, acquire right skills, definitely you yourself can change the family background as well. From middle class, upper middle class switch. Okay, yeah. Let's continue. So regarding apart from technical skills, majority of the companies, right? What is the see? If you get an opportunity, the first thing that you need to focus is what is the company hiring pattern. Okay, even as a fresher, like when we were trying, we have done some mistakes. What sort of mistakes is in general we used to prepare. Okay, we used to prepare aptitude, reasoning ourselves, but the let's say I mean, what approach you have to take is you should take based on the company which you are going to attend, what type of hiring pattern they follow, that you need to understand first. What are the rounds that you are going to have? How many rounds you have? What will be the first round, second round, and you should prepare likewise based on the pattern of that company. If it is aptitude or reasoning in the first round, you need to prepare like you will get previous that same company whenever they have conducted interviews in the past, right, or whenever they have done that recruitment, they would have given some questions that you nowadays will get in internet if you search. Okay, we'll try to gather that information as well, and if there are any off-campus happening, we'll share that information and even what resources you need to practice for that. So those resources, especially as I said, you should take pattern-based approach preparation based on the company you need to prepare. Which company you are going to attend interview? What is the hiring pattern of that company? You have to check that. Based on that, you need to apply. And especially if you startups, there are different categories of companies. We will have session on that as well. See, we have service-based companies, we have product-based companies. Product-based companies, even freshers, nowadays there are few companies which will pay like 10 plus lakhs also as a package. Okay, so those companies, their hiring pattern will be different. So you should select the criteria, like which companies you wanted to attend interviews for. Based on that, you can prepare. And whenever you get an opportunity, suppose off campus is scheduled for one company or within your college, you have to, based on which company you are attending, you have to practice. Okay, that way you have to prepare. That's the thing. And when you are giving written tests or even during the interviews, right? Sometimes nowadays technical also they are conducting tests, technical things as well to check the basic things on Java, SQL, these kind of things, right? So time management is a key factor. Okay, before itself you need to practice. Suppose you are, as per that company which you are attending, if the company has got suppose 50 questions or 60 set of questions, how much time is you have to plan it before itself. Okay, how to complete that in that specified time, that also matters. And during the interview, if even while interviews or even during the like like writing the written test, you would be practicing before itself, right? So during practice, if you find your weak areas, you need to focus on those weak areas where you are weak at, and you have to enhance them. Got it? And then we have a lot of practice platforms available as well, like IndiaBricks, HackerRank, and even we will be sharing a couple of resources, learning resources. As I said, for learning side, now in this digital world, there are a lot of resources available. If you are really willing to learn and gain expertise, definitely you can do. From our side also, we'll be sharing a couple of resources. Okay. And while choosing the resources, choose the right resources. Especially freshers, you don't have to gain, as I said, they won't be expecting expert level of things from you. Okay, even core things, basic things which you are familiar, you should be strong and confident. Yeah. So effective resume building also for freshers, it will help you to get noticed and get interviews. Okay, by looking at the first thing what in an interview what they look at is your resume, right? So that also matters. You should build the effective resume. You should highlight are your technical skills, if your soft skills, if you have done any certifications, even if you have learned any, like suppose you got YouTube training on Java, that you have to highlight in your CV. And nowadays there are a lot of, like certifications available. Okay, apart even from few technology side, there are few free things also available. So if you have completed any such things, you have to the skills, technical skills, certifications, your project experience, all those you need to highlight. Okay, and when you are building your CV, suppose if you see here, I have put in, I have kept in sample snippet here. You can see, you can keep the name. You need to highlight. Suppose you are trained SQL developer or trained Java developer. Even if you are fresher, you can see in interviews it is all selling yourself. Okay, companies like why they'll hire you? If they see some capability in you, and that then only they'll hire you, right? So we should express that. We should showcase that. Okay, so those things, even your LinkedIn, and if the Git report, and if you have done any project on your own, that also you can highlight. Even though it is a small project, if you highlight that, highlight that you have done this that gives you upper hand compared to others who have not done anything, right? Instead of like you got it right. So the thing is, whatever you have done, even if it is a minor thing, put that in resume. Even if you have done small project, you should put everything, all those details. And during the interviews, right, you need to highlight your skills. And if they ask any questions, right, even in HR round, sometimes they ask, what are the complex scenarios that you have faced in your life? You should tell in such a way that or they'll ask you what is the drawback or negatives in you, or weakness they'll ask, right? You should be prepared for those. Okay, if you are telling something, then again it should look like a positive thing for them at the end of the day. Got it? So that should give positive impression. Those things you have to highlight. And in your CV, you can mention the proficiency also. Suppose you are highlighting on SQL or C++ or Python, Java, anything, right? Whether what level of proficiency you have. If you have very good expertise, that proficiency also you can use. And you can highlight your certifications also. See, suppose you are Microsoft Fundamental certified or any certifications if you have done, right? Those things also you should highlight. Yeah. And self-introduction, I was already telling you, right? That really matters. It is in our hands. Okay. If you can impress that will be the very first impression. They'll if you have given positive impression there, then definitely you'll be selected. This is in our hands because they are not going to ask any question. It is generic question. If you are prepared properly for this will definitely help you. So what you should highlight as a part of self-introduction, it should cover all key areas, your strengths, the role which you are applying, and whenever you are applying for jobs, right? Suppose even for freshers, it asks trained Java developers we need. Learning Java, we are putting few resources, right? Whatever resources we are saying, right? 4 or 5 hours of video. Okay. There it has covered the core skills, core things of Java. If you for a fresher, that is more than enough. The core concepts is what they would expect from you. So even if you get any such opportunities, you can change your CV accordingly based on the requirement. Even for experience, who are here, that is also a tip for you guys as well. Sometimes whenever calls are less or even you are applying for jobs, and if you that is your dream job, if you take any company which you are applying for, like as per the job description of that particular role, you can make changes to your CV accordingly, and then you can apply. Okay, so as I said, for freshers, mainly they'll be checking for the confidence and willingness to learn things. Fresher means that itself it says right like you don't have experience, so you should what they'll be expecting is your willingness to learn things. Okay, and I have put kept sample self introduction as well for your reference. We'll be sharing this deck with you. so you can explain for your reference. And you should highlight your problem solving skills, any trainings that you have done, or any achievements or certifications that you have done, and even you should highlight that you are a quick learner with example. Say recently, I got to know that Python has got very good demand. Say 2-3 weeks back, I started learning Python. Now, to a certain extent, I am confident in Python. I'm doing few things like that. You should, I mean, with examples, you have to explain even the scenarios. Got it? As I said, it's an opportunity to sell yourself. Okay, especially self-introduction. Yeah, and another key thing is majority of the freshers, since the job opportunities are less, based on the family background, few people they wanted to start whatever opportunity comes on their way, right? Even non-IT jobs or any jobs that comes on their way. A few people they'll be in dilemma whether to join that or wait for the right opportunity. So what I would suggest out of our experiences, if you're getting the right opportunity to learn the skill, even you don't look at the package what they're offering. Look at the like initially, even if you're not getting the package, if you learn things, if you gain the expertise, right? If you get opportunity to learn technology or skills, right? One or the other day, you are not going to stay in that company. Okay, we should not love the company which we have joined. We should love our work. Even Gurmakar was saying that, right? So, I mean, this is out of our experience. We are saying, if you have good skills, definitely you are going to earn much more in the future. So, if you are getting any opportunity, good. If you feel that if you learn those skills or if you acquire those skills, it is going to help in your future. Even the package is less, don't you can join that. Okay, because when you switch, see freshers, they'll not be aware how the job market is. Okay, anyone they'll start with less pay itself. Okay, even anyone out of here, many people would have started their career with 15, 20k, max 25k, but now their packages will be lakhs. Got it? If you are skilled, then definitely one or the other day you're going to get better package. So that is one thing you need to focus on. And like if you get any, if you feel like if you join any company where or any opportunity where you feel like even after 2-3 years you're not getting potential growth or scope to learn things, then you can think of learning some other skills. It is not that many people, freshers, they think since they learned, suppose initially they joined some support project and there's not much growth to learn. It is not that they cannot switch. Anytime within, say, what you say, in initial start of their career, say from 0 to 5 years of experience, anytime you can switch the technology. You can learn your own skills, or even if you join any non-IT jobs, parallelly you can learn skills in the IT side or acquire those skills, and then when if you get the right opportunity, you can switch. You should plan. I mean, based on your family background. If you are from family background, from poor family background, right? You cannot stay in the metro in cities like Bangalore with the amount paid by your parents, right? They can't bear your expenses. Already they would have bear your education expenses. So if you're getting any opportunity with decent package, you can join. But frequently don't change the companies. You can evaluate after 2-3 years. If you don't find that is the right opportunity or you don't see any potential growth, then definitely you can switch. I mean, parallelly, meantime, you can try searching for the good opportunities. If you get, you can switch. If you feel that is the best opportunity for you. Okay? Yeah. As I said, with right skills, you can have highlighted. No one can stop your growth or earnings in this digital world. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I'll come back again. I'll give it now to, yeah. I hope this was useful.
Congratulations all. First of all, let me exchange my warm wishes.
So I'll just reiterate my introduction because like when I started at the beginning, very few members were there, and now I can see there are many crowd actually gathered, and most of us are actually freshers here, right? So I'll just give you a quick introduction about myself and the skills that I possess, so which you can actually, if it relates to you, you can approach me after this session. See, I can vouch you for this, that for whatever the 10-15 minutes that we are actually giving is actually a more of like a brief introduction about it. It's nothing very little useful, but what's majorly useful for you is after the lunch we have one-on-one connects or maybe a group connects where you can approach the respective lateral or an experienced folk to seek guidance, and that's what actually help you out, and later you can reach out to the person via the group itself. Okay, that's the reason why we actually maintain this. Okay, don't leave after lunch, that will help you actually. Fine. So I'll start myself. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, Nellore, and yeah, so I'm very highly mischievous student in college and school. I'm a backbencher, but you know, you call out attendance, I have like 10-20%. My college overall attendance is 40%. I go to college, but I don't sit in class. I'll always stay in lab, and I do all sorts of mischievous things in chemistry lab. That's the kind of person I am. I always skip classes, go for cricket ground, I play cricket. That's how I used to do. But my dad was very strict. I never miss my academics. I'm a state topper in intermediate. I'm a gold medalist. I'm a Pratibha Award winner. My MSET rank is 254. And I didn't take any coaching for AEEE or IIT due to my family background. But I cracked AEEE. I joined NIT. I got computer science. So same thing continues in college. I never actually went and sit in class. It was always lab for me. See, what excites me more is the practical things. See, we go to a movie, right? We see the movie. But what do? We write notes on it. But we remember every dialogue in the movie, right? How come? We like it. See, we go, that excites us. See, whatever we see, the images that we see the favorite hero, but we can pronounce every dialogue in it, correct? By watching it once. Why can't we do it in the same in the class, right? That we don't do it because we don't like it. We go, we sit there, and we sleep just like that, right? We sleep it because it's not engaging, correct? So we don't feel it engaging. See, the mistake comes here on the both ends. The one who is giving it, the one who is actually giving it, has to make the audience more engaging. Similarly, the audience also should have that enthusiasm to come. See, I go to Sukumar movies a lot and Trivikram movies a lot. I go Sukumar movies even like when the show starts 10-15 minutes before it, just for the title cards, because it's very innovative. And I go to Trivikram movies for dialogues. That's what I do, right? See, most of us have their own favorite heroes where they actually don't sleep, they wait in queues, get the tickets and go. That's the enthusiasm. So whichever thing that we do, we should have that enthusiasm to do. So I'll start with a quote from a movie called Matrix with my presentation. So it's that I can only show you the path. It's up to you to walk through it. See, we are not here for spoon feed you. We can just help you out whichever way that you can go. We can show you what are all the ways present. You have to put your own efforts to get things done. Clear? Fine. Coming to my skills, I have around 40 to 50 plus technology stacks which I know, and I'm very good programmer. I'm jack of all trades, but a master in programming. I'm an interview coach. I actually give sessions in different colleges, and I actually conduct workshops for final year students who are preparing for interviews and for programming. I conduct classes for programming as well. I'm an expert in Python and an E4 certification in Java. And I have 11 plus programming languages which I know, which Swift, then PHP earlier I used to do, Android development I used to do earlier. So JSON, jQuery, so there are multiple languages which I know. Databases, I know like 4 to 5 days of databases. Any tools, I'm not aware of tools because they're paid, I don't learn them. I learn only free and open source softwares on my own and I learn it. And just to give you a motivation, I'm very bad at programming in my college days. See, my first year C programming lab question was swap 2 numbers. How easy is that? Very easy, right? Swap 2 numbers. I couldn't do the program in the lab itself because I don't know. See, I studied in Andhra, so it was only mathematics, physics, and chemistry. I was like very good in that, but there was no computers. The first time I entered college, it was a computer. They started with data structures. I don't know anything of it. And it was very difficult for me to learn because there was no guidance. Today we have tutorials, there was no tutorials there. And when I was in NIT, no spoon feeding. We have 3 hours of lecture for a week, that's it. I have to go sit in the library, take the book, read and learn it. That was the only scenario. Very difficult. But now you have tutorials, people who can help you out to learn it. If I can code, you can also code. Cool? Yep. So I'll start. Now, what is your ideal environment to actually go into? So there are different types of companies, right? Which actually suits you? The first one, my always preference for me is startups. So I worked in 3 startups. Then I had my own startup in Bangalore. Due to COVID, I have to close it. But what the startups gives you? So this is highly fast-paced environment. You want to learn 10 to 15 skills in a span of 1 to 2 years. This is the place you have to go. So startups are actually, you have different kinds of startups. These startups, you have to be ready to work from morning 9 a.m. to night 12 p.m. So that's how startups works. They don't have Sundays, they don't have Saturdays. They have a vision, they go, they work on the vision. They have a 3 months timeline to launch it. After that, they'll grow. Startups gives you equities, ESOPs. It's like you will be like a 5 to 10 member family sitting together to work, to get things done. Once you're done, you launch it, you become big, they'll share all the profits with you. That's the place for startups. Startups, you have to learn yourself, you have to learn things, you have to get it done. Now, the second is product-based companies. So luckily, I started with Zoho as my first company. People from Chennai know it Zoho very well. So it's a very good company. And it's very difficult to get into. Zoho has 7 coding rounds actually. So you have to clear all 7 to get into it. So that's how difficult it is. And they're very choosy. So product-based companies like Google, Apple, Microsoft, Zoho, these all companies actually have their own products. Now they're built only on products. So they don't actually get requirements from a client or someone. They have something to build, they build it, they govern it, they do it. If you want it, you purchase their product. For example, like we all have Gmail, right? Most of us use Gmail. It has 15 GB limit. What happens after 15 GB? You don't get it, you have to purchase. So you have to purchase, that's a product. So they earn by that. And the final is service-based companies. This is the last in the deck. See, all of us actually aim for the third one because they're easy to get it. They do mass hiring. They literally do bulk hiring because if you are in TCS, they'll come. You are a BTech guy, come join us. We can train you in anything. You are a computer science guy, fine, go and sit in production department. They don't see your degree or your skill set. They, at the end, what they want is to get the work done. But even in those companies also, there are certain teams called CTO teams, which actually you can go based on your skill levels. And they are the ones who govern everything. They write the software, they write the product. The rest, all other folks, like all the 90% of the folks, only maintain the software in these companies. So if you want to learn well, you can learn in any place. But if you want to learn and fast, start with startups. Because if you hit 30s right, you cannot work in startups. Because you'll get family responsibilities, you have a wife or husband, you have children to take care of, which you can't do it. You can do it only after again 45 or 50 years of age. So startups hit at the very early stage, because that's what I've done, so that you learn many skill set. You can work on different domains, not just development. You can work on front end. Then you can go and work on marketing team. You can work on supporting team in startups. Okay, so I've just listed out different domains in the software area. You can see the first starting with development. So I have listed very few roles because of space constraints. Where and what you can choose, you can go is just an example. These are different paths that you can take. First is development.
So in development, you can actually go back end, front end, then there is mobile development which you can do, and each of them requires certain skill sets. Now the recent advantage is you learn Python, you can do any of that. You learn Kotlin, you can do any of that. It was not an earlier scenario, but it is a different scenario now. Then second is testing. See, most of the folks now go to testing because from college they learn nothing. They straight away go to coaching centers like JSpiders, PySpiders, QSpiders. Hardly what they do, Java, Python, then testing. Testing, they'll start with manual testing, which is very easy. And then they go to Selenium, which is Selenium automation. That's what they do. There are many more things to do in testing actually. So there is like in cybersecurity space, there is pen tester. They'll pay you a lot for it. So there are tools like Burpsuit which you can learn, which is very easy actually. But these are not known to people. Just because we don't have that awareness, we have been pulled towards the coaching centers. And who does in that? People who work in this, the third grade software in service-based companies. For extra income, they come there. And they'll teach you. Because hardly how much they'll collect from you, 25K to 50K for a 3-month period or 1 lakh for a 3-month period. Why will a highly intelligent and a trained professional come for that money? No, right? See, for example, for 1 minute, I take $1, which means for 60 minutes, I take $60. Convert $60 into rupees. Hardly. For an hour, I charge 5,000 rupees. That's what I do in online consultations. Will I go and teach there? No, right? So, no, I'm free. I'm not charging today. So, obviously, whichever skills they know, they can teach you. They can't teach you an all-round experience of it. But there are few online websites called Khan Academy. Khan Academy is something which is fantastic. You can go learn anything there. It's from expertise, right? So learn from expertise so that you learn in depth. You can start anywhere. Start from small, but go big. That's what I would say. Then third is design. People don't know nothing about design these days. So I'll tell you, I have a friend of mine who earns 1.5 crore salary in India. He has 10 years of experience in design. He started with TCS. Then he thought that it was not his cup of tea. He moved to design area. He is now working in AngelList. His salary is 1.5 crore. Just salary. So imagine that's how we can go into UI UX. So if you learn design, see what is design? You open a mobile app, whatever you see on the screen, right? The user experience, how quickly, Cred app, right? Most of us use Cred app. We use Google Pay. We use Paytm. When you want to recharge, which app do you open? Phone Pay. Most of us use Phone Pay. Earlier what it was Paytm. Why did Paytm become drawback? Why did Phone Pay pick it up? If you want to actually pay your credit card bill, what do you use? Cred. Why Cred? Why? Every other thing provides it, right? It's called user experience. Whichever makes your fingertips easier, you pick that app. So they pay for that. That's what it's called, user experience. So you have, most of us in college, we learn Photoshop, right? We do all kinds of memes in college. The same thing you can do it there, but with a bit of innovation things. You can do it and you can learn and you can get into it. So there are many things called animations inside it. You can create videos, you can become a content writer. So there are different things. In design, you have HTML, CSS. This is very easy actually. And as it is very easy, you get paid very low. The next is database. I took 2 days to learn MySQL. Just 2 days. Anyone can learn MySQL in 7 days. You can become a MySQL developer. See which area you are actually choosing, which is easier. You can start with a small one. Then you can move towards a bigger one. Then tools. I have no idea of tools because I haven't worked on them at all, never learned about it. But there are different tools called SAP, ServiceNow, MuleSoft, Pega. So these tools you can learn. There are coaching centers which they can teach you. But if they don't, then company is a place where you have to go and learn things. Company provides the training actually. Then there is something called operations. Now again, the coaching centers have picked up this path, which you can see it as AWS, Azure, GCP. These three they have taken. and they'll say Linux and system administrator. Because in GCP or any other cloud, hardly what you can do is there are buttons, you click the buttons, you deploy the service, which is again easier task. Then the next very niche one, which is called cyber security. So this is where I'm working in. I work in cyber security space. So more like a technical leader and associate manager level in Walmart, which is one of the FANG companies. So I can also, in the afternoon session, I can, if interested, I can guide you like how to get into those companies like Google and Apple and also Walmart. But this space now has many requirements, but the talent is very low. So you can target this space. So, and there are very few companies which are hiring now. Most of them are giving outsourcing for it because they can't get people. So even now in my team, they are hiring. We are hiring from past 6 months. We are hard to get like 3 folks. We got only one person which has some knowledge. So we decided we go and hire people who have experience and willing to learn. So that's how the scenario in cybersecurity space. Then the next one is data analytics. Like whoever your friends, you go touch them who are in US, they are in this domain. Called data and analytics, right? AI, ML, but the latest one is LLM. You go into LLM, learn it, because AI and ML engineers are very huge. When the pool is very large, it's very difficult for you to get chosen, right? Go into a pool where there are less number of people. Choose that domain, because you are at the very starting phase of your life. Then is digital space. See, if people who don't know any of the technical skills, but they are good in writing. See, in college, I used to write love letters for my friends' girlfriends. This is what I used to do, because my vocabulary in English is fantastic. So I used to write that. So, but what after that I used to do, I used to start writing blog posts. So if you're good with content writing, right? When I say content writing, it's not just in professional writing. Start with very small things. Most of you would have written poems or some blogs or something which you have written. And most of us write stories in our exam papers, right? So we have content writers inbuilt within us. So this is a space where if you don't have any skills in the technical side, concentrate on this space, which is digital space. You can write content writings, SEO engineering. You can become like, you can create posts for Facebook, you have to create certain way. For Twitter, you have to write in certain way. There are some limits. You know it, you do it. So what other jobs you have? You can become, see there are company pages. Even if there is cricket going on now, right? So who updates the Twitter page of it? A content writer, correct? So even the college itself, who updates the page of the college? A content writer. So from a company to everywhere, content writers are present. So your content reaches based on the content writers. So this is a space where you can target. There are different SEO engineers, and then you have multimedia productions, audio productions. This requires you to have that patience, that's it. You will face, actually initial phase, you will do lots of errors, but you can correct it. Then the next phase is support. This is like where most of the people are there, production support and customer support. This, you just need some training, which company gives you, and you can get into it. There is nothing exclusive on this area. But the last one is management. See, this, very few folks actually do it. I'll tell you, people who have done any of these things, after a certain stage, their career gets stopped. It's a hard point. Now to uplift the ladder, what you need is your management skills. So we have folks here who have done in management, Scrum Masters, like project management. So get associated with them also. See, management doesn't mean that MBA, just MBA. See, in your college, you can organize a fest, right? You're part of that fest, or you can actually create. That's also management skill. You should know exactly which person to hit to get the job done. That's it. That's a management skill. If you have that skill, even if I don't have that, for example, let's say, I just want to quote Dhoni. Dhoni, a great batsman or a great captain? Great captain, right? He's not the best, he may not be the best batsman. He's a good batsman, but he's the best captain, right? Why? Yeah, he manages. He's very cool. Even in very tough situations, like you have 3 runs to hit, and there are like 89 balls from South Africa. He made us won the match, right? So he's very calm, but he manages. He knows whom to give. He knows which decision to take. Sometimes it may fail. but he's a fantastic captain, right? So that's the reason why we have. So management skills are very much needed. How do you learn it? College is a phase to learn that. You cannot experiment in professional world, okay? In college, you do n number of mistakes. No one says anything. Teachers, professors, your friends, all of there are there to guide you. Obviously, our best friend is the one who is worst enemy that we can have. He will tease us, but fine. He's just teasing us. But that is a place where you have to learn. So all of the people who are in college or at the early stage of careers, start focusing on these skills also. Your management skills is nothing but how you speak with people. So you should not stammer. It has to come as fluent as possible. So this is a phase you have to learn. You won't get much opportunities after in your life. Cool? Yep. So I'll just give some references. This is the end. You can make note of it. And there are few people who are actually at a career break, for especially for women. Something which I've highlighted there in flower brackets. These websites are exclusively mentioned for females, for female hiring. We have reservation in the software also. So there are some roles, okay, which is exclusively for women, and they hire for women. Okay, Code has, there's few websites. You can actually, rest of the websites are for everyone. But I'll categorize the website for you. Highest being the LinkedIn and Naukri, then followed by Indeed. Then a new website called TopMate has come up, where they actually particularly choose professionals. InstaHire is one very good. Then there is something called Angel List on the right side. This is a fantastic website which actually focuses only on startups. You can go there, you can say startup job, you can directly talk to the CTO or a CEO. That can help you. It's good for networking, it's good for getting job. Yep. So very good companies will be there. Direct HR contacts, you can get it. It's Angel List. The next is Glassdoor, which has recently hiked up. Then there are different companies, and there is something called Code Mentor. So someone have asked me at the starting, are there platforms where I can actually do consultations? So that is a platform, Code Mentor. Then arc.dev, you can get US jobs sitting in India. Then there is Mentor Cruise. Again, that's also a mentoring platform. A student can join there to get mentorship, which is again paid. And an expert can go there to give his mentorship to the students there. Then TopTal, this is a place where most of the top tech giants like Google, Apple, Microsoft pick people from. So you are working in some company, but you actually want to outsource your knowledge, you go to TopTal. Then HackerRank, HackerRet, and last is Stack Overflow. So I would suggest everyone to look into Stack Overflow and just contribute to it, not just get the answers from it. Contribute to that community. You build up your Stack Overflow profile. That will help you complete life forwards. Fine. With this, I'll conclude. Thank you.
Technical workshops with Sandeepana. So we are planning for weekly workshops or monthly workshops. It will be completely technical. Many speakers like Sandeepana, and then actually Balamurli Anna did not come here. Balamurli sir, he is an ex-CTO of ePro. So he was about to speak about entrepreneurship, but due to unplanned activities, he is not available. So there will be not much of technical workshops. It will be offline and it will be online. So most probably it will be online. Say if there is any offline, we will just keep it. We'll just keep the information updated in our WhatsApp group. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sandeepana.
Dilip's from toe to head confidence is 200%. 200% confidence. What we need to learn. If you learn that trick, who will reject us? Is anyone will tell us we don't have opportunity? You spend money, time, everything, but major thing is that you don't know to sell yourself. And this gentleman is a classic case. And I'm so proud of you. And he is so proud of you. And please join next sessions also. See, it gives the audience who are in pin drop silence. See, and how he holded each and everyone. See, many people will blub. No, they'll search for words. He was at flow. Each word was coming because efforts. We speak about movies, movie stars, politics, but he has worked on himself. He has worked on himself. This is what we need. And brother, lead us on certain things. and this should give lot of impact to everybody. When all of us will grow like him, and we will be a big force. Thank you very much.
I'm from Tirupati. Actually, now I am going to discuss about the Google Forms. Google Forms is nothing but how we are collecting the data from everyone. Here we are using Google Forms to collect the data, where you can able to fill name and whether you are working. If you are working, you need to fill the company name and contact number and current location and native location. That will help to the people who are looking for a job. If anyone is looking for a job, then we will be sharing the collected data to assist the referrals, because if anyone is looking for a certain role, okay, take it as an example of mine. I'm working as a senior networking engineer. If anyone looking for a network job related as a fresher, so they can go to that master sheet, and they will be able to see who is working as a network from our community. So once they will find my name, they can reach out to me, and it will be helpful to them. I can guide them how to reach out and what to do and what to do them to get placed. So this is how we are collecting the data, and as of now we have collected 450 members details. In our group there are more than 700 people, but no one is taking time to fill the details in the form. It will take only hardly 2 to 3 minutes. Try to fill the forms, and it will be help to many people. Okay, thank you for giving this opportunity.
Good afternoon. I won't take more than 10 minutes. Trust me, I do understand it's a lunch time, so we'll feel hungry. And I would like to share 3 important career points which would definitely useful for your life. And please implement these 3 points. So before going to start career important points, let me introduce myself. I'm Dilli Babu, basically from Andhra Pradesh Chittoor district, and I'm staying in Ayappanagar, very close to this venue. So I started my career as a software manual tester in 2006, Chennai Polaris company for Citibank. After that, I moved to automation strategy, lead manager. Recently, I have completed project management professional certification, and I have good experience in Agile Scrum Master, and I'm giving Agile coach sessions. I would like to share 3 important topics where build the patience, burning desire, willpower, and confidence. Build the patience. If you take any point, any age, irrespective of any age, from kids to elders or old people, the entire world is facing challenges with respect to patience. I want to give a real-time example. Do you know who invented the light? Thomas Alva Edison. You know how many times he has failed to invent the light? 200 times. Each and every time when he failed, he learned new techniques. What are the lessons learned from the failures? And he implemented in the upcoming research. So that way, even though he never lost his patience, patience is key parameter. He never give up, and always, I want to found light 190, 191, 199, 200 times. Suppose if he has given up, someone would get a chance to found the light. So build the patience until unless you reach the goal. And second point is, second example which I would like to quote, cricket. Everyone likes cricket, right? You know, 1800s test match started. Now almost 100 and more than 100 years, the cricket is evolving. From, do you know, first test match started 60 overs. You guys know or not? 60 overs match, 6 days, 6 days match, not 60 overs, 6 days match, not 5 days test match in 1800s. After that, it came to 5 days. And after that, 1970s, we got 1 day match, 60 overs. Then later, 50 overs. Now, 2008, we got IPL, T20, 20 overs. Now, T10. T10. Why? Why patience matter? You know, the people now, the so many hardcore fans for test matches. You know the beauty of test match? It creates huge impact with respect to patience. If you build the patience, definitely you will reach your goal. Until and unless you reach your goal, don't give up. These two examples I would like to quote. And second one is burning desire. Burning desire you should have if you want to achieve any goals. If you want to reach your goals, keep smart goals, achievable goals. When you want to achieve something, you should have focus. You should create that environment. Tapana, in Telugu you can call it as tapana. Until and unless you have tapana, you cannot reach your goal. That burning desire, fire should be inside. Until and unless if you have fire, I want to achieve. If not today, when? ఈ రోజు కాకపోతే ఇప్పుడు కాకపోతే ఇంకెప్పుడు? You know 2011 World Cup motivation. Now itself, after 27 years, they got the cup. Am I correct or not? I want to quote these cricket examples because many are here watching cricket. What are the learnings from there? You are learning, you are watching and entertaining. 6, 4, all the things. They have burning desire. How Kohli transformed from where he was 2008. He was foodie. He was non-vegetarian. He loves chicken, mutton, everything. But now, how he has transformed. Fitness, all the things. I want to give best to the Indian cricket team. So many fans, so many cricketers are following fitness of Kohli because how he has transformed. He has still burning desire. Every match, he feels that is my first match. I want to give 100% to the team. And my third one is willpower. If you want to achieve any goal, anything, we should have strong willpower. Until unless willpower, you cannot achieve anything. You should inculcate willpower to conduct or to have daily routine in your life, yoga or meditation. If you want to achieve anything, you want to have strong willpower. Until unless willpower, you cannot achieve any goals in your life. Keep in mind, I feel this is my research where I come across my 18 years experience, not only professional life, but also don't think this is related to only professional life, but also if you want, take in personal life also. If you want to get a job, that is professional life. If you want build a house, that is personal life. How you are going to build all these career important points, keep in mind and try to build those things. If you want any support or anything, you can always reach out to me. And I am very good in taking manager interviews. Last couple of years, more than 5 years, I took more than 100 manager interviews. Freshers, experience, irrespective of my department, my group, or my business. I said no to. I always enjoy the people, the freshers, what is their thoughts. I took exactly 30 minutes. Exactly 30 minutes I took manager interview. But till now, all 100 employees which I took, all are cleared. Very good. This is my track record. Really I'm telling. In 30 minutes, what I'm doing, what are the parameters I'm checking, just I'm listening, I'm observing, I'm taking face-to-face interviews. At the same time, I'm taking Zoom meetings or Microsoft Teams meetings because of all this COVID, all the things. I'm checking communication, articulation, confidence. If it is face-to-face means body language. When you're talking 30 minutes, I want to judge the people, how they're speaking, how they're articulating things. What is the learning mindset? What is the working attitude? Willingness to learn new technologies and tools. Already Dilip Kumar touched on these things. Collaboration and team player. When you want to be in team, you are not an isole. You are working as a team. You need to be very good collaboration mindset and also team player activity. Team player mindset also really important. You are not alone in the game. You are part of group of people. How you are going to interact, how you are going to collaborate, how you are going to talk to the team members and get the things done. It is the ball is in your court. How you are going to play the game, and always positive vibe, positive mindset will definitely give fruitful result. And passion and career aspiration. Today is joined as a fresher. Where you want to stand after 2 years, where you want to stand after 5 years, where you want to stand after 10 years. Definitely keep short, medium, long-term goals. Life is like a horse ride. Focus on your goals and achieve till they reach the goal. My final quotation is, today's learning is tomorrow's earning. Don't forget about this one. Whatever you are learning today, definitely that give the fruitful result tomorrow. Thank you all. If you have any queries or anything, please connect after post lunch.
Giving the opportunity. My name is Yogesh. I'm basically from Andhra Pradesh, but currently staying in Kerpuram only. Recently, I have worked in web neural infotech company. I have handled data science as well as big data analytics. And recently, I have presented on the LinkedIn live event as a big data analytics speaker. So, my suggestion just whenever you have started the new career on that, just you can select the advanced technologies, because whenever you have clicked on the just advanced technologies, it will be covers the all technologies. For example, we know that everyone like SQL, Python, EDA, machine learning, as well as Power BI, right? So, for example, suppose I am telling I need to start the Power BI. So definitely I will be start the 30 days or else 60 days it will be take time for the learning Power BI. So whenever I have learned Power BI, after that my preparation was completed, definitely I will start with the placement. So on that time, based on current marketing, based on in our world, it will be taking the time. So whenever because I have knowledge only Power BI, so I need to go with the only Power BI jobs. So in these scenarios, we need to go with the advanced technologies like data science, big data. I am telling about these technologies because I have knowledge in this. Previously, I have worked. So whenever you have go with the data science, definitely it will be covers to the SQL, Python, EDA, machine learning, Power BI, as well as big data. I am just giving to the one small introduction about one for 1 minute only. So you can just assume the one store, grocery store, like you know the very well about the DMart, right? So in DMart, they have a very many branches is there, right? In India. So as a DMart owner, they need to understand what is the growth in the 2024, 2023, 2022. They cannot able to come like each branch. They need to check, right. In DMart, we have so many products is there like cloth items, as well as electronics, snacks items, as well as grocery items. So they need to know what is happening in my company like DMart. So they need to assume like it's a growth happening. See, whenever you have seen the some products, it will be mentioned buy two get one free like that. They will reference from the report only. The reports, everything, it will be created to the Power BI only. Once as a data or as big data analyst guy, they will collect the data from DMart company. Once they will get, it will be stored to the some data storage part. So coming to the data collection part, we need to some technologies like knowledge, like web scraping, Apache Kafka tool like that. Whenever coming to the data storage part, we are data storage part, perfectly we need to learn some MySQL, Cassandra, MongoDB. Like this tools it will become, as well as after that step, data analysis. Definitely we need to analyze the data. See, for example, so not only DMart I am telling, you can whenever we have purchased the product, we will give to the some customer feedback, right? So on that scenario, some customers it will be not fulfilled with the proper information, as well as spelling mistakes. As a data analyst guy, they need to clean that data. Is there any missing values? Is there any errors? They need to clean. Once they will do that cleaning part, next they will move to the machine learning department. So as a machine learning department, they will like predict the values like what will be happen in that growth. They will use the EDA part as well as machine learning algorithms. After the last step was the Power BI. So the Power BI guy, it will be just create the one dashboard. It will be showing us some 5 to 6 visualizations like what is the growth in year wise, in which branches happening in the more sales in the region wise like that. So as a DMart, not only DMart companies, health sectors, as well as so many departments, they will definitely the data science as well as big data. Why I am suggesting you can select the advanced technologies, it will be covers to the all these technologies. Whenever the market is not a opportunities for the Power BI, you can go into the SQL. Or else whenever we have no jobs in the SQL, we can go into the Python, as well as we can go into the machine learning. This is my small suggestion. So and we have some internship opportunities. This is a totally unpaid. definitely I will be surely tell you, you can able to gain the knowledge, real-time experience in the big data analytics as well as data science. So those are the interested for this. Please ping to our WhatsApp group as community, right? So just mention your name and what you have, and just before that you can go with the website that is apply my internship. In that apply my internship website, you can able to see the whatever the opportunities is there. Not only big data and science, we have a DevOps is there as well as full stack developer related things is there, but I have only idea about the data science as well as big data. So that's why I am mentioning this. Thank you guys.
This is a cricket match. Someone is watching mobiles also. Uh, First of all, for joining to today from far corners of South India, we thank from our heart the efforts. It took 20-25 days to conceive this event. Shrikant, kindly give a big round of applause. This, the, Shrikant took Shrikant took extra efforts. If you see in the group also, he takes additional efforts, so patient, calls each and everyone so politely. Anna, can we discuss? At 9, 10, we have developed that PPTs. We sat. Is anyone, anything we can thank him? Because the love for community. Because love for community, upliftment, how well we are going to uplift ourselves. And this guy have a tremendous patience, love for the people, and his support. You continue the work. We all will stand with you. Let's speak about Hitesh. Oh, Bapre Bap. Hitesh is a firebrand, and he took so many calls, so many presentations. Whatever we done, corrections, he did corrections, added points. A lot of people joined. Dilip Babu joined, Dilip joined. The whole team, each and everyone joined. They added their points. Anusha added all the PPT material. Pratima also did a lot of work. Then all the presenters. Our humble request, we are going to do this. See, this is also not the end of the session. What next? Continuation, because we do beautiful programs, then we stop. We don't meet. Kindly join whenever the next, see, they're going to start a lot of webinars, virtual things, professional networking guidances. Job fair also we are speaking. We are speaking to a lot of industry veterans, industry experts for the job fair. We want you people to be weaponized. How you weaponize yourself? By having good knowledge. See, all of you are engineers, but how confidence to speak in front of stage? You think that you are facing the interview board. When you think it's an interview board, I'm going to face the interview board with so much of confidence, then who will stop you from hiring? And as Dilip told, see what the names he took, no? Apple, Microsoft, Walmart, they are the benchmark in the industry. And the packages starts with 2.5, 3 lakh rupees. You are wiping, you are building a next level of comfort in life. You need to aim high, super high. And we are also going to do, we are excited to create a website, IT employees, lot of work, we need a lot of support also. And I'm telling you,
Whenever, suppose for example, X person has worked in a company for 2-3 years. When you are about, you wanted to switch your domain to some other, suppose you are working on IT, even tech, call center or BPO, anywhere, right? You have worked for the 2-3 years, then you wanted to switch to IT. Because you don't see potential growth in non-IT side, right? If you wanted to switch, one tip is, whenever, suppose you did a training on one of the skill, you have learned it, you wanted to project your non-IT experience as IT experience. That can be done. Just for our info, whenever any companies do background verification, right? they just check like whether you have worked in that organization or not. I mean, earlier you worked in non-IT side, right? If you want to switch now, with that same experience, you can claim there you have worked on IT side and you can switch. Okay, because many people are not aware of that. That's the reason initially whenever, even if there are any financial constraints and all, if there is a decent pay, probably you can join that particular job, but later you can switch. You can keep learning. If you get any opportunity as a fresher, that is well and good. If not, even if you have learned the skills properly, in IT it is like even if you take like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, even 4 years is like a fresher. Okay, less than 4 years is considered as a fresher. They won't be expecting too much of expertise from you. Okay, so making use of that, you can do the career shift later as well. Okay, and one more thing is clearing interviews is different and work is different. Whenever, even for experienced folks, if you have to clear interviews, the questions what you are asked in interviews will be different, even technical questions. But when you really join that project, what work you are going to get is different. If you can somehow, I mean, crack that interview and join, right? Nowadays, if you are smart enough, you can easily survive in the work. That is also one thing you have to keep in mind, because nowadays we have a lot of things, right? Generative AI, we have chat GPT. If you know how to properly search, right, you can easily survive in IT industry. You don't have to write anything code from scratch. That is also there. Okay, and one thing is, many people, what I have observed is, even if they are talented, they will underestimate themselves and they'll not have confidence on them. Okay, so never try to be 100% perfect. Like even if you are prepared to a certain extent, you can start. Okay, you don't have to, like, you should be confident enough, and if you try, you will definitely clear interviews. Yeah, and it is like 80-20% rule what you have to use in your life anywhere. So usually the thing is, if you put, there are things, if you put 20% effort, you'll get 80% results. So I mean, even there is a technical books and all for this 80-20 rule. So what is the thing is, you don't try to be 100% perfect. Put your 20% effort. Try to get 180% results. Then the remaining 20% perfection, if you have to achieve, it will be tough. Okay, so you can keep these things. And in for experienced folks, one like tip is, whatever you might have done work, but majority of things, you know, right? Like sometimes someone else will be showcasing your work, and they'll take the credit. You should, if you're doing some work, if you're really skilled, you should project that as well. You should showcase those things as well with your superiors, and you should communicate that clearly. And what are the trending skills that we have right now in India? If you take, already we have a couple of things from Dilip as well earlier. If you take cloud computing has got good demand, data engineering, data science, machine learning, LLM is also picking up, lot of scope even in India. And as Dilip said, there is very less scope, very less number of people who has that skill. So whenever you are learning something, try to get into area where there is minimal competition for you, and you'll get, even if you're putting that effort, you're going to get uh, benefited out of it, the best benefit out of it. That way. Yep. Hemant, you would like to discuss? Suppose if anyone has any plans for abroad education, we'll have a slide. Um, just a quick one, 2-3 minutes.
If anyone have any queries, you can reach out.
I'll post this slide. If anyone anyone wanted to speak, or if anyone has any queries, we can discuss.
So, firstly, good afternoon all, and good afternoon all, and thank you, Hitesh Mama. Thank you, Hitesh Mama, for giving me this opportunity. I mean, he's my cousin. That's what I call him. Yeah. So, firstly, there comes an question like why abroad education and why you need to go for abroad education instead of. Firstly, there comes a question like why you need to choose abroad education instead of going for jobs here in India or looking out for other opportunities like giving exams like CAT, PGCET, and many are available after graduation. The thing is, there's a lot of competition right here in India right now. Like the population is exploding at an alarming rate, and it's quite difficult to get into IIMs or any such prestigious colleges. It's not that easy as you think. So what you can do is, as an alternative, you can you can look into go abroad. Like the thing in abroad is uh, colleges and education system is in a way that they give more preference to practical education rather than theoretical education. That is what is quite focused here in India, but in abroad it's not the case like that. So another point is that population is quite declining in some countries like Europe, uh, particularly Europe, Germany, Italy, even UK. Most of the countries, the population is quite declining. They need immigrants, and even in Canada, if you consider Canada, they were. I mean, it was a very immigration friendly country. It is still, but it's not that good as compared to earlier. Another thing is that for freshers in India, there is a fixed package like be it 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs. If you go to service based companies and some other companies, it's quite fixed, like they won't give you more than that because the budget is fixed. But if you go to abroad, it's not the case. They will look into your skills, and they will give the package accordingly. Yeah. So apart from that, few other benefits. You can get a global exposure. You can get better job opportunities and salaries. You can enhance personal growth, intercultural skills, build a global network of peers and professionals, which will be very helpful in your future. Uh, Funding options, you have a lot of funding options. If you look into European countries, the tuition fee is not that much, and even you can get a waiver of the tuition fee if your percentage is good, and if your family income is less, you can also avail some sort of scholarships. You can look into education loans as well for the funding options. So the top destinations, if I can.
So if anyone has, I mean, if you wanted, if you have any doubts on abroad education, you can reach out to anyone here who worked earlier in abroad consulting. He will help you. Yeah, due to constraint in time, probably we'll take questions, and if any speakers wanted to convey their message, they're welcome. Srinivasana, and he's also a skill Unix trainer. He wanted to convey any inputs he can come.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, hi all. Good evening. So I would like to go from the freshers onwards. The freshers right now, people are going to the college, but not concentrating on the studies. First of all, they will think like on the last day I will study and I'll go to the I'll get the pass marks. Then I'll go to the course. Then I'll get the job.
it's not easy that much as compared to the previous days. From last 2 years, IT industry is looking for the very talented people, not only talented people. So for freshers, you should try to put your efforts on the, especially on the C language, C++, data structures, and in academics, you could have studied on the graph theory. So these are the basic things. If you know these things, not expert level, at least beginner to intermediate level, if you know, then you can understand the concepts of the any technology, not only programming language, not only on the infra side, not only on the development side, any technology. If you want to learn, the basics are the pillars. So not only for you now, your younger brothers who are studying, and give them guidance, especially for the now studying people, and also the experienced people. So they will enter into the IT industry, but they will work on the some place, like not fully on the entire technology side. They will put on the one place where they will work on the one piece of code. They will work on entire 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. After completing 4 years, if they go for the interview, they will ask many things. So that's why you need to prepare before going to the interview. You need to prepare the things, like any technology. If you take, they will ask basics, but in the work culture, you could not see the basics. You will always concentrate on the code, work, go. Then when you go to the interview, it will not clear. So keep on the basics. The basics will be not only now, entire life it will be useful. And also the IT to non-IT, non-IT to IT industry, especially I trained many people for the non-IT to IT people, especially like banking sector. They used to work with 15,000, 20,000. So they got the IT opportunity with the support process, not for the directly for development. If they go for the directly development, they cannot mingle with the already existing people who are already working. They cannot compete with them. So what they will do, what I used to do, I used to train them with the Linux and SQL part. They'll go for the entry level as a support engineer. Then they will grow up. So from there, I have many students who are moved to the from support to the like Python developer, AML developer, and also they like one of my friend, not friend, one of my student, he entered into the Kotak Mahindra as a just like a support engineer. Now he is working as a AVP. Like within 2 years, he got the promotion. Why? Because he got the skill, He proved that skill and he moved to the next level. So that's what required. When you enter into the IT industry, maybe you are not aware of fully. So once you enter, you can know like in which wing I need to go, where I have to concentrate. So that kind of help I did already for our community especially. So more than 150 people I have got our community people already working continuously now. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.
My name is Gangreddy Yadav. Today we are planned to celebrate the Yadav meeting through Yadav Employees Society and Yadav Tech Hub. So today around 300 members, like students, we gathered. So along with the 500 IT professionals. So here today we given the valuable instructions and guidance. The who are coming to IT and non-IT, we are giving the what they want to learn and how do they want to choose the career. So something. So I'm giving to my friend. He will give some more details.
Thank you, Gangreddy. My name is Hitesh Yadav. I'm working as a technical manager in Data. So we have conducted Yadav, from Yadav Employee Society, we have conducted career guidance program for Yadav community freshers and job aspirants. It is great to see this much huge response and crowd here. Hope it was a helpful event. We have provided us guidance on how on the career enhancement, what skills they have to choose, what skills they have to learn, the learning resources, all of that. In future also, we are planning to have some more like uh, some more activities from our side, even job mela probably if everything works out, and will ensure our community will grow. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Pratap. This event is very successful for the who are applying for jobs as a fresher, and also some of them like experienced peoples also. They are participated in this event. In future, we are planning to do more better, giving the jobs and job opportunities and creating the jobs. So these kind of things we are going to plan it. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity for all.
And then I'm a tech lead, so basically working on Python domain. So we thought of basically gathering people for an Yadavas event. So all the freshers and then experienced professionals gather together, having all the industrial knowledge being shared here, and then also we'll conduct a lot of technical workshops, and then also there is a lot of job placement and support activities we'll be planning in future. So we have an WhatsApp group where we'll be supporting for all the Yadavas. Please do WhatsApp. Please do WhatsApp at my number 748 Srikant, so that we can add you to the Yadavas jobs group. So actually we had 2 placements at in January month, and there is also 1 placement at in February month. So we are expanding our network through all the Yadavas employees. So please do ping, whether you are fresher or whether you are experienced professional. Let us help our Yadav community. Thank you so much.
I'm Hemalata. We have gathered here to provide the suggestions and guidance for the job aspirant and who were looking for the job switch, right? To provide the guidance, we have gathered here, and thank you so much for the initiation of this program. This will be more helpful for the fresher and who is looking for the job change. Thank you.